literally still means literally, except for when it means figuratively. Don't put anything flammable near a fire, or anything inflammable for that matter. After dusting, your home might be cleaner or dirtier than before you started. Hi, I'm Dominique, and if you're a bit confused, that's okay. Today, I'm here to talk to you about a confounding but delightful class of words called contronyms. I'll discuss some of my favorite examples and explain how a language would evolve to have words that are their own opposites. Trust me, it'll all make sense eventually. But first, like and subscribe if you want more videos about language and linguistics like this. Contronyms are words that can be their own opposites. Think of the verb sanction. It can refer to imposing some kind of penalty or punishment for disobeying a rule. The United Nations sanctioned the country for its crimes. But it could also be used in the opposite context when you're granting permission or allowing something to happen. His boss sanctioned the use of company credit cards to purchase necessary equipment. Sometimes, the two meanings aren't such a perfect mirror image, but they can still have contradictory definitions. When you clean a surface by removing the fine powder that is collected on them, you're dusting. But you're also dusting when you sprinkle a cake with confectioner's sugar, an activity that's likely to require some cleanup. These linguistic double agents can come about in a number of ways. Sometimes the conflicting definitions originate from two different languages. Clip, as in cutting with something sharp like scissors, comes from Scandinavian, possibly the Old Norse klippa, but clip, meaning to fasten or hold together, comes from the Old English klippan. Even different words from the same language can lead to contronyms. Buckle means to fasten, buckle your seatbelt, or to break apart. The bridge buckled under the enormous weight. Both meanings come from old French words, but they arose at different times. One contronym that literally drives people up the wall is literally. Or does it? Lots of people adhere to literal's original meaning in the exact way as stated. It's unlikely that anyone is literally driving themselves up the wall in that sense, but for a long time now, since the 17th century, according to the online etymology dictionary, literally has also been used to emphasize a point, even in sentences where it essentially means figuratively. Whether you accept this usage or not probably depends on how you define the role of dictionaries and other reference books. Are they supposed to prescribe how language should be used, or describe how it actually is used? Some bad news for the prescriptivists. Celebrated authors like Charlotte Bronte and F. Scott Fitzgerald both used literally in the figurative sense. We've literally been doing it for forever, or for hundreds of years depending on how you choose to define the word. Contronyms have a cousin, words that appear to be opposites but are actually synonyms. Peel and unpeel are sometimes put in this class, both meaning to remove the outer layer. Merriam-Webster online lists an incredible one-word definition for the word unthaw. Thaw. And flammable and inflammable objects can both catch fire. You're not crazy if you thought the in prefix was a negation like in incapable or inaccessible. So how did the word inflammable precede flammable by around 200 years? The confusion here comes from the fact that the in prefix has an alternate meaning, something like the English in or into. Think about the word inflame, which can mean to burst into flames. It comes from the same Latin root as inflammable. For the record, the opposite of inflammable and flammable is non-flammable. Let's finish up with a few more contronyms. Fine can be used for high-quality things like fine dining and fine jewelry, but something that's just adequate, it's fine. Both a landlord and a tenant can say they rent an apartment. The same is true for the verb lease. Left and right are opposites when talking about directions, but when you compare the people who left to the people who are left, then you're at least adjacent to contronym status. Dialects can also play a hand in contronyms. In the UK, table means to bring up a topic for discussion, while the US says to table to end the talk. Likewise, British say dollop for a large amount of something when Americans mean a small portion. In baseball, when a batter misses the ball, it's a strike. But when you make contact with something, that's also a strike. And don't think this is just a unique quirk of English. Take huésped in Spanish. It can mean both a guest and a host. Contronyms show us just how tricky words can be, but hopefully they also demonstrate how fun and funny language is. If you're interested in learning a new language, you can get started for free at the link up here. Are there other contronyms you can think of? Let us know in the comments, and thanks for watching.